In the last couple of years, I've sent over 2 million cold emails and helped book over 3,000 sales meetings in the process for B2B companies. And after running campaigns at that kind of volume across dozens of industries, offers, and inbox setups, it's become very clear to me that what actually drives replies today is completely different from what drove them even a year ago. So in this video, I want to cut through all the BS and show you exactly what separates winning campaigns that book meetings from the cold emails that get under 1% reply rates and land in spam. Let's dive in. The first thing I want to talk about is targeting, because this is the single biggest factor in all our campaigns. For years, the advice was that you write one email, pull a broad list of anyone that fits your buyer persona, and rely on AI to personalize the opener of each message. But that doesn't really work anymore, because everyone is using AI personalization right now, and every prospect can spot it the second they read the first line of your email. So instead of personalizing copy for each person, you should get your list so tight that the email is relevant to everyone on it. The way I do this is by layering filters until the list is specific enough that one message resonates with every person on it. Most people use one or two filters like industry or job title and they stop there. But personally, I add company size, the tech stack that they are using, or whether they've got open jobs listings, and keep layering until the list is in the low thousands rather than the tens of thousands. Once you do this, you can write a single email that speaks directly to each person's situation without mentioning anything unique to them specifically. So let me give you an example of one of our campaigns that is working right now. We built a list for a well-known client in a specific region of Spain, filtering by location, industry, and company size. And we use the location as the main personalization angle, because when you and the same prospect are from the same area, there is an instant sense of familiarity, and prospects are way more likely to actually read the email and reply. That one campaign has contacted around 900 people so far and generated around 90 positive replies, which is one positive reply for each 10 people we contact. For context, the same kind of offer going out to a broader list in other regions was converting around 1 positive reply each 200 people contacted. So a 20x increase just from using the location angle to the people that it's near your client or you. By the way, I'm running all these campaigns inside Smartlead, which is an AI native outbound platform that handles your infrastructure, sequencing, and replies in one place. If you want to try it out yourself, you can get started by clicking the first link in the description. And now let's keep going. Once your list is tight, the next thing that decides whether people reply is what you are actually offering and who they see when they look up. Because here's what I've been noticing. Prospects are now Googling you and your company before they reply a cold email. So the email is just getting you considered, and then your offer plus whatever they find about you on the internet decides what they do next. If your offer is clear and they find a great looking company, you get a reply. But if the offer is not good enough or they find nothing about you, the email goes in the trash no matter how well it was written. So the first piece of this is the offer itself. The offer has to solve a specific problem the person on your list cares about right now, and it has to be obvious within the first few lines of the email. If someone needs to read your email twice to figure out what you are selling and why they should care, they are not going to reply. And the second thing is the social proof side of it. One client we work with is very well known in their sector, and you can directly see that in the campaign numbers. People reply faster, they engage more, and they book calls at a much higher rate because they already recognize the name before the email even arrives. So the campaigns where the clients have recognizable names or strong social proof convert way more than the ones without it, even when the copy is the same. With that said, if you are trying to make your cold emails work, you have to treat your public presence as part of the campaign, and case studies with real company names, because anyone can search up that client and verify the work. Third-party reviews on places like Trustpilot or industry-specific sites are another way to do this, because they prove other people have actually worked with you and had a good experience. For example, we have a client that has over 1,000 reviews on Trustpilot. So when you just type the company name in Google, no matter where are you searching for it, you will find all these 5-star reviews about this company, and this will give you really good context about how they treat their clients. Let's talk now about infrastructure, and your infrastructure needs to survive. A lot of what used to work 3 months ago has completely stopped working. Google has been shutting down legacy panels, educational panels, and non-profit panels that resellers were using to sell cheap inboxes for years. That means that hundreds of agencies and solo senders woke up one day with their mailboxes gone, and they either had to raise prices, to rebuild, or just shut down. And Google has also updated their spam filters, so the AI reads your email before it even hits the inbox. Because of that, a lot of emails that were working maybe 6 months ago are now going straight to spam or promotions. So the first rule of infrastructure right now is that you can't depend on a single provider. A lot of people still run their entire setup on Google Workspace mailboxes from one reseller. And when that reseller gets shut down, everything stops at the same time. And this is also why the cheapest inbox options aren't worth it right now, because anything priced way below the rest of the market is usually coming from the exact panels Google has been shutting down. Legitimate inboxes may cost a bit more, but they are worth it because they actually last. The second rule is that warm-up has to be running 24/7. Most people warm up their mailboxes for 2 weeks, turn it off, and start blasting, and then wonder why their deliverability drops a month in. What we do is keep a background warm-up running on every single mailbox, even when campaigns are active, because that's what maintains your sender reputation. Inside Smartlead, for example, you get unlimited warm-up across every plan, which means you can leave it running on every mailbox without worrying about extra costs. That's been one of the reasons we use it for all of our clients, because the warm-up alone will cost a fortune on a per mailbox basis. Now, the third and final rule is to test your actual inbox placement before every campaign. Smartlead has a feature that it's called Smart Delivery that tests where your emails are landing across Google, Outlook, and other providers before you send emails to prospects. So if something is off with your copy, your setup, or a specific mailbox, you catch it before you waste your list on emails that never reach the inbox. And we run these campaigns every Saturday, as you can see here, when we are not sending to clients, so that on Monday we know exactly which accounts are healthy and which ones need to be paused before we hit send. So if you want to make sure you are running your cold email correctly going forward, you can try Smartlead by clicking out the link in the description. It's the platform I use across all my clients, and it handles your infrastructure, sequencing, warm-up, and placement testing, as I just saw, all in one place. You can try it for free by clicking the first link in the description. And if you want to see how I write cold emails that gets very high reply rates, then check out this video next.